Okay, we're recording. Welcome to our team call, February 16th. And let's just jump in. First, thanks. I really want to thank you all, especially those of you who show up every week or you try to show up as much as you can. Because I know it's in the evening, it's family time, it's dinner time, or it's time for your kids' homework. I mean, we all have things going on. So when you really make that sacrifice for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, however long it goes, I really do appreciate that. And your business appreciates it too. And those of you who go back and listen to the recording as well, especially because we always share information that you might need to know, or you never know if you're going to have like a really good aha moment or whatever. But either way, just thanks for being here. And I really love to see all your faces. So I just want to jump in. I'm actually not going to be talking too much tonight, but I do want to give out some shout outs for those people who have already changed lives this month with the cup going on and everything. And then just always. So I am currently at 16 Success Club points. Mark Stewart is at 11. Oh, and this is from what I saw this morning. So anything that changed today, I won't see it till tomorrow. Eva Gonzalez is at Success Club 10. Nayeli is at 8 and like seconds away from Diamond. Carla Stewart is at 8 as well. Julieta, our brand new Diamond, is at Success Club 8 on her account and Success Club 8 on her husband's account. She's working both. So like Success Club 16. That's awesome. Excuse me. Shirley is at Success Club 8 and Yadira Medrano is at Success Club 8 as well. And Yadira is actually brand new. Like she's only been a coach for like 3 weeks, maybe. She's already hit Emerald. She's already hit Success Club. That girl is on fire. I know Carla and Mark, power couple, also are brand new, and they've just been freaking rocking it. But congrats, guys, to all of you. What is today? The 16th. So we're just a little bit halfway done with this month. But that means that we still have a whole half of month left. That's tons of time, plenty of time, but definitely start to up your game right now. Whatever you're doing, double or triple it. The friend requests, the conversations, the hey girl messages, the invites, you want to start doubling that now just to get a little bit more momentum. And with February, we usually have 28 days. With it being leap year, we have one extra day to change lives. So pretty lucky. Okay, so at the beginning of this month, I said that I wanted our team to push to change 300 lives this month because in January, let me go back. In January, we actually changed 154 lives. We had a total of 309 Success Club points as a team, which if you divide that by 2, more or less, comes out to be 154 lives that we changed as a team in January. So I thought for February, with it being Team Cup, we can more than double that. So I said, let's shoot for changing 300 total lives this month, which is a total of 600 Success Club points. I counted them today. We're actually at 192 Success Club points. So that's about 96 lives that we've changed so far this month, which is pretty awesome considering that last month the whole total was 154. So we're pretty close to already meeting January's, but we're not even anywhere near being finished with February. So let's keep pushing so that we can hit our goal of 300 lives, which is a team total of 600 points. I know we can definitely do that for sure. Okay, and before I have our guest speakers share with you today, just a few reminders. Remember to always be looking at the cover photo of our team page. That's where the monthly calendar is. So next week on Monday, the 22nd, we actually have a Spanish sneak peek group into coaching starting. On that Wednesday, the 24th, it's the English one. Remember, the sneak peek groups is an opportunity for you to invite the heck out of anyone and everyone who you think would be interested in knowing more about the coaching opportunity. But remember, don't prejudge. You never know what that person's going to say. Just ask anyone and everyone, especially your challengers. Just a quick, hey, this might sound crazy, but have you ever considered doing what I'm doing? My coaches and I, my team and I are having a coaching information group next week. No strings attached, completely online. You're just like a fly on the wall. And we literally share anything and everything you've ever wanted to know about the coaching opportunity. Would you mind if I plugged you in there? And if it's like one of your challengers, let them know why you're reaching out to them. I think you would make a great coach because you're very motivating. You're practically already doing what I do, except you're not getting paid for it. Or, girl, you have an amazing transformation. Like, you would motivate so many people. Just let them know, especially if it's someone that you were thinking, let them know the reason why. It really makes people feel really good that you're even considering them. So be sure you're inviting to that. The more guests you have in our sneak peek groups, the more chances are that someone will join your team. Maybe not even after that group, but that idea is going to stay in their mind. You're going to plant that seed, and with time, that seed's going to start growing. What I love to do is anyone who wants info, I make them friend request me on my personal page, and then I add them, of course, in the sneak peek group. And the reason I do that is because I know that I talk about the coaching opportunity all the time on my personal page and my like page, right? I make those painting the picture posts. And so if they've been in my sneak peek group, that idea is already in their mind. So every time they hear me talk, see me talk about the coaching opportunity in my post, that hopefully nudges them to maybe join us. And that's happened many times where I've had people join my sneak peek group. Months later or weeks later, they're like, you know what? Okay, I'm ready now. But it only happens because I leave those breadcrumbs, right? Every time you make a post, you're leaving breadcrumbs for someone. All right, the 29th, we have an English and Spanish 21-day fix group starting. So also be sure you're inviting the heck out of that. And don't forget, March 1st, 22-minute hardcore comes out. I'm really, really excited about that. T25 was a huge hit because it was only 25 minutes. 22-minute hardcore, I feel it's gonna be a huge hit too, because people just want quick. They want to get in, get out, get sweaty, get results. And so I think that's why those groups, these programs have huge success. And it's Tony Horton. Hello, he's like the father of Beachbody. All right, so what I wanted to do today was actually have you hear from some of our rock stars on our team. And I reached out to 4 coaches, the ones that have been hitting Success Club consecutively, who haven't been in the business all that long, or who maybe have been in the business a little long, but maybe they struggled in the beginning and they kind of found momentum, or they've just been hitting Success Club since they've been a coach. And I've asked them to share with you guys what's working for them, or like their best, 2 or top 3 tips that they have for you guys, because obviously something is working in their business because they are rocking it and they're changing lives every single month. So I will go ahead and start with Jason. Jason, I know, has been hitting Success Club every single month since he became a coach, if I'm not mistaken. So just let us know how long you've been a coach and your rank, and then just take it away, Jason.
Thanks, Leticia. Hello, everybody. Congratulations to all those people that has made success. I know that's a big thing. When I hit success my first time, I was like, wow. That's when I thought that it was kind of hard to believe that this was something that, it becomes addicting. Couple of things that has been working for me, at my job, I'm in the healthcare field, and I'm around a lot of people that, I considered I've been there for 21 years at my hospital, and I know everybody. I consider that my warm market. Couple of things that has been working for me is, talking to 5 to 10 people a day. That is something that is difficult, but, you just engage in a conversation with people, during lunchtime, during Shakeology, and, during lunchtime or walking through the hall or something like that, you'd be surprised. People will come up to you and say, hey, I've seen Shakeology before. Are you drinking that? And that's being, that's when you engage in that conversation. Talking to 5 to 10 people a day, that's anywhere from 150 to 300 a month. That's a lot of people that you're talking to. So you're guaranteed at least 1, 2, maybe 3, hopefully 4. Constantly talk to people about, the health benefits of Shakeology. Posting is very important through social media. I just started really working on, thanks to Leticia, she told me that I really needed to work on certain things with my post. Don't always show that you're working out or you're drinking Shakeology. Show them with your family. Show, do a recipe. Do something with your son. I try to do that because people really want to know not only that you work out, but they want to know a little bit about you as a person, other than just working out. So I realized that has helped too, because within the last couple of weeks, I've gotten a lot of responses doing things that way. So thank you. Engaging in conversations, you can engage in a conversation during lunchtime. I'll give you an example. One of the doctors said, "Oh, I want to get rid of my my love handles." And I was walking through the hall, and he says, I'm gonna go and get lipo. I'm gonna spend $7,500 to get lipo. And I was like, why are you gonna do that? And I was like, you know what? Just give me 21 days, and let's see what we can do with those love handles. He was like, 21 days? What do you got? And that was it. And I already knew that I was going to get him. It's 21 days later, he loves the program. He loves Shakeology. Actually, he ordered Shakeology for his partner. He's seen a lot of results. He believes in the program, and he's still doing the program. So again, it's just the minute that you hear someone's talking about, eating and, oh, I ate this and I need to lose weight and, I need to work out. That's your time that you need to move in. You need to move in for the kill. You just go in there and you talk to people and, just try to be very humble about it. Hey, I can help you out. Why don't you eat this? Why don't you try that? And then they wind up asking you, how do you know so much? And that's when you tell them, listen, I'm a Beachbody coach. And that's how it all starts. So, start your conversations. Don't be afraid to engage in a conversation. Don't be afraid to tell people what you do. In the beginning, it was kind of difficult for me to tell people what I do because I didn't know how to approach people. And then after a while, I started speaking to 1, 2, 3, and all of a sudden it just became a natural thing. It's unbelievable how much confidence you wind up having after you're speaking to so many people. Those are a couple of things that have been helping me the last couple of months. I believe I was been a coach for about 4 or 5 months, maybe somewhere around that.
Yeah, I think end of September.
Yeah, this end of September. Yeah. So posting daily is something that's really, really important. I'm working Facebook. I'm also working Instagram. One of the challenges that I really, really want to go on is on Periscope. I haven't done that because, again, I need to work on my comfort zone. That's something that my wife has told me and a lot of other people told me. So I'm building up. I'm getting there, guys. So you'll see me. Just follow me. One day I will get there. But posting daily is very important. If you see, my wife and I work out every single day. We post every single day. Even we do it with our son Jaden once in a while. We want people to we want people to show this other side of us, and it's a family thing. Those are a couple of things that have helped me. Again, speak to 5 to 10 people a day. Drink your Shakeology, at your workplace. That will help. Engage in conversations during lunch hour. Listen to what people are talking about. They talk about eating. They talk about working out. Again, that's your opportunity. One more thing I just want to add. The power threes. That's very, very important. For the last, I wasn't really doing that. But for the last, I think 7 or 8 days, I've been working on that, and I'm getting a lot of responses from people. I request 5 to 10 people, a day. I'm getting feedback from people. Hey, you know what? Why not? I'll try this. I'll try the sneak peek, and I'll try this, and I'll try that. So, I believe in that. I'm religious to that, And if you've seen my posts, I've been showing you what I've been doing as far as my power threes, and it's been helping. So there's a lot of opportunity for everyone out there to help change lives, and also have people believe in you. There's a lot of material that has been shared through the group, so take advantage of that, because that's what's been helping me. So again, I hope I was able to explain everything in detail to you guys, and I hope that the tips that I've given you help you during your journey.
Hey, thank you for sharing. That's funny. That's actually what stood out to me with Jason, because it's so different. We're just used to working right behind our computer screens. Jason is actually more used to working in person. Like, social media to him was rare. When I told him, all right, well, you got to start working social media, like all of this he was just doing in person. And I think that's what stands him out a lot, is he's not afraid to approach people, in person. He's not afraid to tell people what he does and to offer help. And I think a lot of times we get so used to being behind the screen that we actually forget how to approach people in person, or how to talk to people in person. I know I'm one of those, because I'm very introvert, and I can be very shy. But whenever, Jason was telling me, I'm like, wow, you've done all this, like, in person. It was very little in social media when he first became a coach. And he's a male, because we know that Beachbody is female dominant. So that's just another thing that's really awesome, that he's a male and he's rocking it, and he's doing it all almost in person. So that's definitely something that we can learn. I know I've heard from other coaches too that, some good ideas is if you have like a small workplace and you feel like you run out of people to speak with at your workplace. And if you enjoy like gym classes, like Zumba or whatever, like live classes at the gym, that's somewhere else that you can make, just think of other places. Or if you're a parent and you have baseball practice with your kids, or all the sports practices with your kids, like take your Shakeology shaker cup, it's going to say Shakeology in there, make friends. Don't be afraid to just talk to people. Like Jason said, if you overhear something, scoop on in there, in a very, like he said, in a very genuine and a very humble way. You don't want to come across like obnoxious or anything like that. But that's really good, especially if you're a people person. Like if you're a people person, dude, like that's awesome. I wish I was more of a people person, but I am. It just takes me a while to warm up to it. But thank you, Jason, for sharing. Really, really appreciate it. All right, so now I'm just going to see Alma. I'll have you share. I'd like you to tell us how long you've been a coach, and then just take it away.
Hi, everyone. I signed up, I believe, beginning of October, and I didn't really start working towards the end of October. I have a few tips. A non-negotiable for me is personal development. When I started the business, I honestly didn't believe in personal development. I thought I didn't need it. And, I didn't feel like I could do it at first because it was really overwhelming. So I gave personal development a chance, and that's when everything started changing for me. Not only because I believed in myself and that I could do it, but I saw what I was able to do for others. I truly, truly believe now that changing people's life, it's what's gonna make me successful, and I don't just say it, I actually believe it. And so, yeah, that's definitely a non-negotiable for me, personal development. I also do have a schedule. I do treat it is my business, and even my husband knows when I'm working, I'm working. So I'm serious about it, and that's one of the things that has helped me, because when I'm going to do power of threes, I don't just do, okay, I'm going to add somebody here right now, and then I'm going to talk here. No, I do my power of threes, and I'm serious about it. So I take it serious. The power of threes, I do it every day. And then if for some reason I'm not able to do, like an invitation or something, the thing that I am truly, truly strict with, it's my vital behaviors. I don't miss a day without posting something, either be my Shakeology, my workout, both, what I'm doing with my daughter, because other moms can relate with me when it comes to my daughter. So that's a non-negotiable for me as well, just posting on Facebook. And that's when I put everything all out. And when I have my conversations on my power of threes, it's not about me at all. What I'm really strong on, it's listening to people, because, most people, they listen to see what you're going to answer next. but I try to listen to them. If you listen to people, they're actually going to tell you what they need without you having to think, oh, what am I going to say or what am I going to share with them? They're just going to be open up to you, and they're going to want you as a coach because you're listening to them, because you're attending their needs. So that's what I do. I just love people. I love people, and even though I was really shy with personal development, it just helped me like come out of my shell. So every time I can talk to people in person, especially in my husband's job, he works for a big company, so I'm always talking to them and telling them, hey, you know, the challenges and this and that. So, but that's a big thing for me. I just love listening. Excuse me. And then the other one is I do quality over quantity. That's a really strong one for me. At first I was like, oh my God, I have to sign this many people and I have to do it. And I want to make this, you know, I want to make money. And then I realized, no, if I really want this business to work, then the more people I truly do help, it's the best I'm going to get at it. So if in my follow-ups, you might see repeated names, and that's because whoever I start talking to at the beginning of the month, and it's not just about Beachbody, I talk about how's your family doing? How are you doing? And I saw that you got in a car accident. And are you okay? So things like that. And then at the end of the month, you know, we start talking about what we do as far as job and things like that. And, you know, they're more open to listen to you and what you're going to do for them because you were there for them when they needed it. So that's really strong for me. It's quality over quantity. That's and then I just relax. I don't stress about it. I know the book, You're a Badass, really it really talks about it, and it's true. It will happen. If you want your business to move forward and you want to hit Success Club, you're just going to do it without, you know, being like, oh my God, because you focus better. So that's what works for me.
Yay. Thank you for sharing, Alma. Love it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're right. I've also read it. You guys haven't read the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero? Amazing book. I want to read it again. Yeah, there you go, Nayeli. And she does talk about that. And that used to happen to me. She talks about the more we stress about something, and that relates to anything in our life, right? Like the more you stress about it, like it seems like the less it happens just because you're so freaking stressed about it. I used to be that way. And when I was a brand new coach and I was like getting close, even though I knew I always hit Success Club, I've hit Success Club for like 34 consecutive months or something now. And even on the first day of every month, when it goes back to Big Fat Zero, I start to stress. I'm like, oh my God. But I know, like, I'm not going to stress about it. It's going to happen. If I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, it's going to happen naturally. And I love that Alma, that you said you just start conversations. It's not always about Beachbody. That's so true. Especially when you guys do follow-ups. It doesn't have to be a follow-up about Beachbody or about a challenge group. It can just be like, hey girl, I haven't talked to you in a few months. I saw that, you know, whatever, go find something on their page, on their social media that you can bring up a conversation about naturally and genuinely. And then after a few days or the conversation is rolling, like, oh yeah, and by the way, I know we also talked about you wanting to get fit, get healthy about 2 months ago. Have you given any more thoughts? But definitely just starting genuine conversations. Jason happens to do that in person. You know, Alma does it in person too and on social media, but it's always just start conversations, just get them started. The more conversations you're having, whether it's about Beachbody or not, the more, you know, opportunities you have to change a life. But thank you for sharing, Alma. I really love those tips. Yeah. School of Greatness. Good for new. Yeah. Yes, You're a Badass is an awesome book. Okay, yay! Let's see. Julieta, are you on here, Julieta? Yeah, there you are. Okay, so let me unmute you, Julieta. I also asked Julieta to share a brand new diamond. She's been hitting Success Club consecutively now. In the beginning, I know she would hit it and then she wouldn't, and then she'd hit it, and then something changed and she said, I'm going to start hitting Success consecutively, and that's exactly what has been happening. So I'll let you share, Julieta.
Ok. ¿Me escuchan?
Sí, te escuchamos.
Okay, buenas tardes. How's everybody? My name is Julieta, like Leticia said to me, but everybody call me Julie or Julieta. It's fine. The first to start is to thank you, all of you. I don't know if this team don't push me, I'll be drop everything long time ago. It's been hard. When I start for myself. I didn't even know anything of this. And that was my first mistake, not to ask. Not, Leticia always asks in the end of the call, do you have questions? And yeah, I did have a lot, and I never asked. You know, when everybody say this success club, and I say, what is that? What they are talking about? Never asked for. I didn't know what that means. And then that was my first mistake. And then reading, oh my goodness, never did. Now I order like 12, and I'm just like, believe me or not, this one helped me a lot. Like yesterday, I read this one, and it's 25 ways to, to get people to you. And it's yesterday I was reading and say there is a rule of 30 seconds, and about that rule is to tell people how important they are. Just walk everywhere and say good morning, oh you look beautiful, oh I love your dress, or I love your shoes, something, because we don't know how much of people is struggling sometimes. And I do have friends who I didn't know how much they have. Everybody has problems, but just 30 seconds. And I did that today in my private group. I post about one person in my group, and I said how wonderful she is. And I let all the friends in the group to tell something about her, and she feels like, wow, she was like a queen today. She said, I get up and then I saw those message about me, and believe me, and today she posts more food pictures, exercise, and it's just to keep the group going, and I will keep tomorrow. I'm gonna post about another person, and every day I'm gonna put one different person. And believe me or not, there's a lot of people is struggling this time, and it's good to tell them they are not alone. They count with you. That's really important. The Success Club, if you don't know what it is to reach at least connect 3 people at least. And I was like doing this, Leticia, and I said, yeah, I got 3 people. That's it. And then I didn't do anything. And that wasn't my other mistake, Now okay, every day, if you see this notebook, when you say invite, I say, how they do the in Facebook. I was new in Facebook. I didn't know how to do it. And now I can tell you it's easy. Go in your friends list, click one of them, and check their friends, and you will see a lot. Just add them to your friend list, and you have idea how many they have, and then click every day in different ones, add them, and then write it down, because it should not click, add them, click, and they accept it. No, I write it down, and I write it down the dates, and then I put a check mark and say, okay, they accept it. In private, I say thank you for for accepting my request, friend, and they start chatting with me. And some they say, oh, I see all your posts about what you're doing, and that's start a conversation. And there is some people like, oh, I'm interested. Boom, I got it from there. And I did follow-ups? No, it's just a start a conversation. So that's what I start. I didn't understand how. When the first time you say, Leticia, invite, and I say, how they do it? I was, yeah, so that, now I know. You go on your friends list, click one of them, go in their list of friends, and then start, make some friends, and then send them a private message. That's what I know. Follow-ups. Follow-ups now are easy for me, not in the beginning. But now, if you put your friends on the list, if you write it down with dates, right now, if I ask somebody in October, and you say, Leticia, I follow all your directions. You say, no, next week you're not gonna send them a message and say, do you want, I say no. Right now, from all the friends I add to my friend list in October, right now, that's my follow-up list. And believe me, this book is full. I'm gonna start another one. And you see all this crap and say, okay, this one doesn't have money. I write it down. Doesn't have money right now. Okay, this one is sick. This one got pregnant and blah, 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 blah. I write it down everything. And then I wait. And then the person who was pregnant, and then I kind of like follow up and say, oh, congratulations about your baby. How's everything? And they say, Julieta, everything is okay. I'm ready to start the challenge packet. And I say, okay, let's do it. And like Jason says something is really important is to let people know in how you are. It's not selling the product. You are not selling a product. It's just contact them, be friends with them. And I'm not doing the groups, Leticia, about those 5 days. I started looking which way was working. And one day I hear from you. You say in one of that's why it's important to be in this call because you got a lot of tips. And you say one day, somebody, I don't even remember who make a group with no reason. It's just, one group with no selling anything and just to help people. And that's what I'm doing right now. And you know what I'm doing right now. I make this group and every day people want to enjoy and it's about do something good and it's help me too. And it's about, make natural juices. Every day I load a recipe and now I'm going to start doing a detox with 7 days about the same thing. We're going to do it for 7 days and we're going to include yoga and make those groups with nothing to after 7 days. I'm just going to, with this group, it just show people who I am. Now I'm like a doctor, believe me. Julieta, can you send me one juice for migraine? Or Julieta, send me I'm start Google, like you say, go Google, find out. And I'm like, I'm buying a lot of things right now to get more education about, what's natural things because I'm helping a lot of people now. It's just to connect to more people. I have people in this group from Spain, Colombia, from everywhere, Mexico, from everywhere. And these people call more friends and more friends and more friends are adding to this group. And believe me, Leticia, Sunday, I was so busy. I was not even, I even think about doing follow-ups. And then boom, boom, boom. Oh, my cousin told me about you and I'm interested and blah, blah, blah. And then my sister and it's like, everybody, it's just connection. One person, if you let them know who you are and then you help them, these people is going to tell more people who you are and how helpful you are. And they're going to start looking for you, And that's, for me, that's my tips I will say to tell you and post every day, but not everything about Beachbody, like we always said, not a lot about Beachbody. I post for my kids, for the place where I live, not just Beachbody, or sometimes recipes and not just workouts. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I do my workouts. Even if I have problems in my back or my knee, I'm still working out my upper body. I drink my Shakeology. I don't quit my Shakeology. I say 375 days and I'm on it. I'm reading my personal development and give me a lot of tips. Like yesterday I read something and I put them in my groups today. This is really important. And I think for this one, I didn't quit before. I have a lot of struggles from December, and you guys say October, November, December are the hard months to get Success Club, and I got it. And I lost my grandpa. I was so down, and for the help of you guys too, Leticia, thank you so much. You helped me a lot, and I want to keep pushing. I say by May, I'm be walking on the Station Summit.
Yes.
Yes, I have to hit one star diamond and then December, write it down your goals. I have my goals here. Last time you say, let's close this year. I have my goals. And so far I say one of them was Success Club 5 or 10. And right now I'm doing it. Yes. And I'm doing a lot of things I wrote, in a paper. You say, write it down. It's really important. And I think if you don't have a plan, believe me, you lose yourself. And this is my plan. And I'm kind of like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm not doing this, but I'm gonna work in the things I'm not working right now. But yes, follow up, invite. Read your book, please. That's it. Thank you for inviting me to this call, and thank you for all your support, Leticia, and all the team. I'm so happy to be part of your team.
Yay, thank you. So, yeah, that's something I did remember about Julieta. She did not like to read. Like she told me, I do not like to read. But I told her, you have to read. It's really, really important. And you know what? That's actually whenever she would hit success, that wouldn't hit success, she would do good and she wouldn't do good. And I feel like when she's committed herself to personal development, she didn't like doing personal development. She didn't like to read. But I feel like when she committed herself to personal development, that's when her business started to bloom more. It wasn't that, she just started to get lucky, or it wasn't that it just started to happen for her just because she's really started to implement personal development. And the other group that she's talking about is back in the fall, I talked about how I had heard Brandy Botts, and she was a brand new coach. She opened up just a big general group. She didn't require anyone to get anything, not even an account. And it was just like a support group. And it was open and anyone could be in there. And that's where Brandy Botts, who's in the Millionaire Club now, that's where she hit Success Club. And that's where she would get her customers, from that free accountability group. And that's what Julieta's been doing. She started a free accountability shake group where she shares recipes of different shakes. It's not Shakeology, it's just like smoothies, any other smoothies. And that's what she's been doing. So that's what she was talking about in her group. But thank you, Julieta. Okay, now I also asked Miss Shirley, all the way from Hawaii, to share. So Shirley, how long have you been a coach? And take it away.
Hi guys, good evening. I've been a coach since the end of August. And pretty much from August to the beginning of December, it was completely dry for me. Like, I felt overwhelmed. I felt lost. I felt like I stalked Leticia, because I would skip my regular coach and just jump straight to her, because I'm like, oh my God, I need to do what she's doing. I need to see what she's doing. And I didn't know what Success Club was. So I would always get discouraged, because she would always be like, oh, you guys keep pushing. You can hit Success Club all the way till, midnight Pacific Standard Time. I'm like, oh, whatever. I didn't make it. I don't care. But December, I don't know what happened. It just clicked in me. Well, I know what happened. It was Christmas. We didn't have enough money. My husband he's the only one working. He's in the military. And I was just like, yo, I need to do this. I need to really do this. If I say I'm running a business, I need to make this happen. And I've been posting daily. I stick to my posts. I post daily, my workouts, and I wasn't really, that was another thing. My Facebook was private. My Instagram was private. I opened both of those up public, and hashtags. So if you have hashtags and everything's private, no one's going to see it, so hashtags and a public profile. That's definitely what helped me. And the power of threes, when Leticia brought it up around, I think it was November, for the push for no, I was like, okay, I was doing the threes, but I wasn't getting anything. So December, I started doubling it. So instead of power of threes, I was doing power of six, and it was driving me crazy. It took me 3 hours to do it, but I broke it out throughout the day and I did it. And that's when I started getting more people. And as everyone said, it's not always about presenting the business. I would ask people, I have at least 5 or 6 friends that are pregnant now. Every trimester, I check in on them. Hey, how's the baby going? Your baby's this size, how does it feel? Have you felt a little flutter kick? I go on their page, I stalk and see what's going on, and I hit them up in a private message. birthdays, I wish them birthdays through private messages. You know, if something happened, you know, they got a new haircut. Oh my God, girl, your haircut is so cute. Where'd you go? You were rocking that haircut. I wish I could do that. Whatever. I'm hitting them up. I don't end a conversation without a question. And if you ignore me, I'm coming back for you the next day. Hey girl, how's it going? You know, like I always hit them up. And the follow-ups, with the 4 follow-ups, I do 4 follow-ups. Leticia shared it with us in the group. I hit them up, I write it down. Like I'll go first follow-up, like over here. I have it in a binder, but I wrote it in a book because I had this book yesterday with me at the beach. I wrote first follow-up, second follow-up, last follow-up, you know, and I let them know, you know, hey, I'm super bummed I didn't hear from you. You know, hope I didn't do anything. But anyway, have a nice day. You know, God bless you and your family. Definitely guilt trip. You know, they always hit me up after that. And what else did I write down? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't really go out. So all my businesses ran through Facebook. So Instagram also, I go through. At night, I usually hit up Instagram. Like when I'm about to go to sleep, I go through like my hashtags that I've posted. I find out who has the same hashtags. I go to their page, like, you know, and then I follow the person. And if they don't follow me back, you know, I'll go back and I'll, you know, post on their page. Hey, that's a really cute picture. Oh my gosh, you know, engage into a conversation and then hit them up in the back of Instagram through Instagram messages. Also, I got one person through Instagram, but it's still like, that's like not really my place, but I'm still trying to work it. Also, personal development, which I think everybody hates personal development. I was not feeling personal development at first at all. Like I was just like, that's for crazy people. Like I don't need self-help, you know, but it really does help. I have a lot of books, but I'm not going to lie, I don't have a lot of time to read. So when I can't get my books in, I listen to podcasts, and YouTube channels. I could just pop my headphone in while my kids running around in the background while I'm doing dishes or, you know, cleaning up, cooking. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to them while I'm in the bathroom, you know, doing my hair, doing something. I try to do it. And when I'm in the car, my husband always makes fun of me. He's like, oh, good morning, coaches. He always makes fun of me. Yeah, so I do that. Also, I notice pictures with me and my kid alone. It doesn't even have to say anything. It gets like 10 times more likes than any other post that I post. So I need to make sure I'm doing that. And I need to get, I think a schedule, I know a schedule will definitely help me so I can have like time slots for everything because I'm a horrible procrastinator. Like I'll wait till the last minute to do everything and it's bad, but I feel like I get more fire. I don't know. It's horrible, but yeah, those are my pointers. Like definitely the follow-ups because that's really helped me. And I was scared to invite people and I'm not anymore. As long as I feel comfortable, like I've had a good enough conversation with you to where like, you know, hey girl, if I could scroll like 2 or 3 times and I've seen that we've had a long enough conversation, hey, I'll just throw you an invite. Also, if you like my workout pictures or anything like that, you click more than once, twice. Hey girl, thanks for the hearts on my pictures. By the way, invite right there. I just throw it in there. What do you think? You know, will this work out for you? You know, does this help me and everyone else? You know, I always get I'm broke, you know, I don't have enough money. Well, okay. I let them know there's also the payment plan, even though it's not through me, you know, you can get it through the payment plan, you know, where you give it like $20 a month or whatever. And I've also had friends where I've offered them the opportunity, but they went through somebody else. And then they come back to me and they're like, oh, well, that person was money hungry because they signed me up and now I don't have anything. I'll still talk to them and give them pointers, but I'm not going to give them all my time. But I just let them know, hey, you know, you could also be a coach because if that's what you want to do, you can help other people since you know how you don't want to be treated. You know, that's another way I try to reverse it. But yeah, that's about it. Going back with follow-ups definitely, and invites. Don't be afraid to invite. I always present the coaching opportunity first. That's the first thing I do is present the coaching opportunity. Hey, because, you know, you're going to get a discount automatically, you know, so even though it seems like a lot of money up front, I let them know, you know, I break it down, you know, this is what you would pay just as a customer. This is what you would pay as a coach. It's way worth it more as a discount coach. And once they're in it as a discount coach, hey, you're doing really great. You know, what do you think about doing this professionally? And that's about it.
Thank you. And something I want to share about Shirley is she was struggling in the beginning. She was struggling, but something I really admire her for is that she stuck with it. Like we would have a few one-on-one conversations. I'm like, you're doing everything right, because she was just planting seeds. And, you know, she didn't just magically, or she didn't get lucky. She didn't just start hitting Success Club and start having success out of nowhere. It was those 3-4 months that she was struggling. It was all those seeds that she had planted started to bloom. And I know something else that she struggled with at first is that she would ask me, like, do you think I should share my before and after pictures? I think that was like really out of your comfort zone, right, Shirley?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes, so you got just share them. She felt she wasn't at her ideal weight. Heck, we never are. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. But I feel like when she started doing things that push her out of her comfort zone, like you could just tell, like there was more confidence coming across her post. Even like even when I read her post and I see her share things like that, I can just see that more confidence just like shine through. And I would say that's probably also because of personal development. I know I didn't like personal development either. I'm like, shoot, I don't need that. But it helps, guys. It truly helps. I mean, it just helps you become more confident. It helps you just feel more comfortable in what you're doing, and knowing that what you have to offer, or, you know, what you have to share is going to motivate or change someone's life. So I was really, really happy when, you know, Shirley's business started to take off, because I was like, you see, I told you. But she was super consistent in that power of 3. She really, really was. And now she's kicking butt and also seconds away from diamond. So I'm really, really proud of you, Shirley. Thanks for sharing. And your daughter's like super adorable. It makes me want to have a kid for business investment. Just kidding.
Thank you.
You have kids. Man, I don't even have kids. I just love seeing posts. I'm like, I'm just gonna like it because this kid is so cute. But yeah, like Danielle said yesterday, if you guys were on Danielle's call, if someone goes on your Facebook, you should be able to tell that you are a mom and you know you have a daughter or you're married. Or I know that sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, I really don't want to share too much of my personal life. You don't have to put it all out there, but we should be able to tell what you are, you know, other than just being the Beachbody coach. And I think, Shirley, you do a good job of finding that balance, because you are rocking it. Super, super excited for you. But I did want Shirley to share tonight too, because she's not a coach who's had success since the beginning. She actually struggled a lot, but she stuck with it. And I'm pretty sure there was times where she wanted to quit, and she stuck with it. She kept pushing. She just kept putting one foot in front of the other, you know, one day at a time. And then those seeds started to bloom. So that's, you know, goes to show that if you stick with it, but you truly stick with it, you're not just kind of like sitting there, you know, with your arms crossed. You truly are putting in work. And I'm sure Shirley felt frustrated, because if you're working so hard and you're not earning anything, like you're not earning any commission, that's hard to stick with something. It's taking time for your family. It's taking time from your daughter. And you don't see any kind of results. Dude, like that would discourage anyone. But that's why I really admire her. She kept pushing, but she kept working and pushing and showing up and doing a little bit more scary things here, a little bit more scary things there. And then it, you know, it started to bloom for her. So anyways, an awesome example of push, never quit, but truly give it your all. Don't just sit there and wish for it to happen, because that's not going to happen. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I wanted you guys to hear from other rock stars on our team. And I hope you really took away some nuggets. We're getting close out of time. So if you have any questions, you can post them in our coach group for any of the people who spoke on here. I really appreciate you, Alma, Jason, Julieta, Shirley. Thanks so much for sharing. Really do appreciate it. You guys are rocking it. And let's just keep on changing lives. Remember, we have half a month left, tons of time for you to go out there and change lives. Love you guys. You guys have a great night.